Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kate, or I go by AlwaysMoreSims here on YouTube, and today we are doing another speed build. So on Wednesday I posted a part of my Disney Legacy challenge of my, on Wednesday we aged up our oldest in the household, Kylee, and she is now a young adult, but I don't have a house built for Kylee yet, and if you don't follow the story, so Kylie's not the nicest person. She's very full of herself and thinks that she's just, the greatest gift to creation. She thinks that she's just all that. And because of this, like her traits, actually have it pulled up. She's brave. She loves the outdoors because she was originally supposed to be a triplet with her two twin older brothers, but the game decided not to acknowledge the fact that I cheated for Tiana to have triplets. So she was born very soon after her brothers. Basically as soon as I could get Tiana pregnant again, I did, because Kylee was supposed to be born a triplet, not a twin. I still basically treated her as a triplet, so I gave her the loves the outdoors trait to match both of her brothers, and I gave her brave. I don't really remember my reasoning why I gave her brave, but she's brave, loves the outdoors, and then she's dramatic. She's the kind of person to make a mountain out of a molehill. She is irresistible. Again, she just thinks she's, the greatest thing since sliced bread. And she's a bit of a snob. So she's she's extremely full of herself. So Kylee was in a relationship with a guy named Alex, and Alex was basically the male manifestation of Kylee, but just slightly douchier, because we have older twin brothers. Alex was in a romantic relationship with both of our twin brothers' wives. He had a very small relationship with Vanessa. He had a full romantic interest bar with Linda, and all of this while being Kylie's boyfriend. So I was like, how do I want to show this? How do I do this in game? I ended up not doing it in game. I just kind of ended up randomly accusing him of being a diva, and which he is. He is a diva. But I was trying to accuse him of all this stuff, because originally, my plan was to have Kylee catch him flirting with Vanessa, or have somebody walk in on somebody else with Alex and have them find out that way. But I play matchmaker. I set all of my Sims up with somebody else to be in a relationship with. I've married off all of my children. Kendra is with her wife Ashley. Will is with his husband Harris. I always mix up the boys. Hunter is married to Linda, I believe. Adrian is. Oh, actually, I'm just gonna look, because I have it pulled up. Hunter is married, to Vanessa, and Adrian is married to Linda. I might have had that backwards. But I always marry off my Sims. Kylee will be the first Sim this entire Legacy challenge who has not been married. Because while Kylee is not the nicest person, I also don't think Kylee necessarily needs to be with somebody like Alex. So they tried for a baby, because I want Kylee to have a kid with so my whole storyline was that Kylee and Alex were she was head over heels for them, for Alex. They were the picture perfect cliche couple, in high school. They were both just so pretty, so handsome. They were just I always think of the line from the Hilary Duff Cinderella movie, how can, I don't actually remember the exact line, but basically people like them are genetically destined to find each other, just because of their looks and their personality, and they were just the kind of people you think were made for each other. But Alex is just a little bit more douchey than Kylee is, and was out having affairs while Kylee was remaining faithful, she was like, she thought this guy was like everything, that he was just amazing. She thought so highly of him. You know, they tried for a baby. We're going to claim she somehow found out that, you know, he was having affairs, he was having relationships with other women, especially women that are now married to her brothers, who she's very close with. And they break up. Well, Kylee isn't aware she's pregnant yet, but she is. Kylee is pregnant. So coming to the house, seeing as how Kylee is not going to be married, and Kylee loves very girly colors. She likes pink, she likes purple. There's a lot of pink in this house, like not like, oh my god, like the walls are pink and the floors are pink and stuff like that, but no, there's just like, there's pink rugs and there's pink and purple like paintings everywhere, and like there's just about like chairs are pink, and in the office the desk chair there is pink, and there's flowers everywhere, and her room is pink and purple. And I might wait until she figures out she's pregnant and then move her out. But I'm going to go with the story that Kylee finds out she's pregnant, and she is just absolutely convinced. She convinces herself she's having a girl. You know, because boys are gross. Boys like to be out in the mud. Boys like to, you know, all the stereotypical, boys like to pick their nose and, you know, stuff like that. And the only guy that she's ever really loved, I mean, she loves her dad, but they're not, like, super, super close. So, like, the only guy she's ever had really strong feelings for, Alex, turned right around and cheated on her with numerous other people. So she's like, I don't want anything to do with men. And somehow that convinces her that she's having a girl. I am not going to influence whether or not she has a boy or a girl, but I did leave the second bedroom, unfurnished, because I'm just gonna let chance, like, let it be fate. If she has a girl, good for her. If she has a boy, I think that would be hilarious. That she'd have a boy, and I went ahead and put a crib in her bedroom. That's the only baby furniture in the house. But I put a crib in her bedroom because I didn't know what else to put in there. And it's pink and purple. So she finds out she's having a baby, and she's like, oh, I need all this pink and purple stuff. And then it'd be funny if she has a boy and the whole house is pink and floral and girly. And she probably wouldn't even know what to do with a little boy because she's only had little sisters. She's never been around. She doesn't have younger brothers. So I think it'd be very amusing if she had a boy. It makes me really want to go and influence things, but I won't. I will refrain from doing so. But yeah, so this is, I guess talking a little bit more about the house. It's typical me. It's a white house. My houses are always white or like a light gray, but I don't know, you know, Lil Simsy has blue Suburbans and I have white contemporary homes. I'm actually calling this house King's Cottage, simply as like a play on her last name, because her last name is Kingsbury. So I'm like, oh, we'll just call it King's Cottage. Plus, I feel like Kylee would just be the kind of person who would be drawn to a house simply because it's called like King's Cottage, or, you know, Queen's Point, or something royal and fancy sounding. I could see her choosing where she spends the rest of her life just based off of what the house is called. So yeah, that's I also did, you can see to the right behind like the fridge, there's that little room in the top right corner. That I forgot how big the Ambitions like hairdresser set was gonna be. My intention was to put that in there so she'd have her own like little like closet kind of thing, but it was way too big, so I kind of made my own, and it doesn't look very good. It's just a couple of mirrors and like a dresser, because that room is a lot smaller than I thought it was. So I don't know. I was gonna also give her like a really fancy vanity, and then I forgot that I was gonna do that, and I didn't realize until after I'd already like exported the house that I was gonna give her like, you know, like the vanity with like the attached mirror, and I normally put like a unusable chair right next to it. Yeah, I was gonna do that, and I forgot. So she just has a regular dresser. I like I like this house. Normally I wouldn't have put so much pink in it. I think the pink is a bit much, but if it were to be like other colors, I like the layout of this house. I think it turned out quite nice. It took me about an hour and a half to do. So yeah. Let's see what else. So I've been having issues with my editing software. It was like very glitchy and laggy, and so I have an Adobe Creative Cloud account, and I got that years ago because I wanted Illustrator and Photoshop. And in paying for Creative Cloud, you also are paying for Premiere Pro. I've never learned how to use Premiere Pro, and it's something I've always wanted to learn how to use. And so when I use Movavi, I'm like, well, okay, so now that Movavi is giving me issues, I'm going to make myself learn how to use Premiere Pro. Well, Premiere Pro crashed. Like, literally anytime I clicked on something, I would get the whole, like, everything would turn, like, it would, like, fade. You know, when a window is, like, not responding, how it, like, lightens. And then, like, I'd always have the little box pop up, like, this program isn't responding. Do you want to, you know, wait for it to respond or close the program? Like, literally anytime I kept opening the project, it would let me open the project, and I click on anything once the project is open, and it would crash. And so I'm like, you're kidding me, right? So, I ended up having to buy the new version of Movavi, because I'm like, I told everybody I was taking a 1.5 week break, not like a 4-month break, because I can't get my video editing software to work. So I just ended up getting the new version of Movavi, which is really annoying. It actually made me quite upset, because so when I first got Movavi years ago, it was like $30 at the time. And when I got my computer, I had to repurchase Movavi. And so by then it was like maybe $35-$40. Well, to get Movavi now, it's like $65. And I'm like, and after tax was applied, it was nearly $70. And I was like, I wasn't looking to spend that kind of money when I already have a Movavi that was working and just suddenly wasn't. And when I am already paying like $40 a month for Premiere Pro and that not to work, and I was Googling things, I was trying to find solutions, nothing was working, and it was just kind of a I give up kind of purchase. I was like, I'm tired of fighting this. I just need to edit my videos so that I can upload them, please. So here we are. I will say this Movavi runs a lot smoother than my last Movavi. This is the plus version though. They don't have just a basic video editor. This is the plus. So yeah, I don't know what to talk about. I was supposed to get a Mastiff foster, a huge Mastiffs are huge. She was pregnant, and I was supposed to get her basically like the day after she had her puppies. So I was supposed to get her and the puppies, and now I don't get them anymore because it was making my parents nervous about her size. They're like, we don't have like anywhere to put her. And I was giving them options. I'm like, well, we could do this, we could do this. And I had them at first, and then I lost them. And now I don't get the Mastiff anymore, which makes me sad. Because yes, it is a big dog, and I get that. And I don't think my dogs would have liked that very much. They don't like big dogs. But if you give them enough time, they normally warm up. Because my Christmas foster, because every year I take home a foster over Christmas. The one I had this year was a greyhound mix, so he was huge. Very long legs. His name was Hudson. He was so sweet. But the dogs didn't like him just because of his size. But I was kind of hoping my parents saw like how they eventually warmed up to Hudson, and I think I think I had them convinced at first, and then I lost them somewhere. Yeah, we got lost in translation. Yeah, I don't know. Something happened, and now I don't get my really big foster dog and her like fresh newborn puppies. I love it when they're a lot of work when they're newborns, but I love newborn puppies, like before they've opened their eyes. Oh my gosh, I love them. And I still have a couple more weeks off before I have to go back to school, so I was like, it'd be great. It'd work great. Apparently not, because I'd have to have had them for 8 weeks, so that's 2 months, roughly. So I was so excited. Like, I'm gonna have puppies. Nope. Not anymore. But it's okay. It is okay. I'm getting kind of used to that. I've been asked within like the last 6 months to foster, and I've been able to say yes. Well, I mean, I didn't really ask with the Christmas foster, I just went and got him, but my parents knew for a while that I was going to do the Christmas foster. Like, there was no telling me no. You don't tell me no for the Christmas foster. I always take home a foster for Christmas. But, so I'm not counting that. So, I've been asked 4 times now in the last 6 months, and I was able to say yes once. Once. That's not like me. Oh my gosh. But I did just, back in November, I hit my 4-year foster anniversary. I've been fostering for 4 years now, which is crazy. Yeah. It looks like we're coming up on screenshots though, so I need to start wrapping it up. This house will be up for download down in the description. I'll probably have it linked in my next part of Beating the Beast as well, so you can download it there. I have other things linked, my Twitter, my gaming channel, which I intend on hopefully uploading on again soon. I have a poll you can vote on, because we're getting really close to getting to the last generation of Disney Legacy. And once that's over, then I'll need something else to play. So that's what the poll's for. You guys get to choose. And I think that's everything. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye, guys.